I'm Bianca and I'm joined today by Brandon App, IT consultant and co-founder of Sierra Miles. Sierra Miles is a managed service IT provider here in Reno, Nevada, and today we will be talking about tech innovations in healthcare IT.
Good morning, Bianca. Thanks so much for having me on and doing the podcast today. This is our first podcast, so we're very excited to be here and kind of be talking about this stuff. We hope to kind of cover some tech innovation in the healthcare field. And thank you, Bianca.
Of course. So Brandon, tell me a little bit about the current trends in healthcare IT and their impact on healthcare services.
Thank you. Yes. So in healthcare IT, I think we're seeing a lot of focus on AI and the introduction of language models and learning, really using the data that is available in healthcare organizations and empowering those healthcare organizations to use that data not just for the patient, but also for clinic operations, streamlining and smoothing out the processes that are involved with dealing with patients and ensuring that they get the best care. So, really the focus that I think there's a big emphasis on in the current healthcare field right now is introducing AI and introducing those technologies in not only a secure way, but also a compliant way.
Absolutely. And do you have any specific projects or solutions that Sierra Miles has implemented in the healthcare sector that kind of outlines this?
So working in healthcare and working in the sector, we're really seeing a lot of products come to market right now. We have been working with implementing AI technologies in working with Microsoft's Office 365. Microsoft has recently introduced Copilot, which is a significant introduction of AI technologies into the space of small businesses, utilizing existing data that's already residing in your Office 365 tenant. And so something that we've kind of started to see is clients not only asking about this, but using data that or information that might have resided in their Microsoft tenant for a number of years, but kind of empowering that and using that data for not only more efficient understanding of information, but also just being able to access it and organize data.
Great. Absolutely. And do you want to touch a little bit on the importance of cybersecurity and compliance in healthcare and how that'll affect this as well?
Absolutely. Here at Sierra Miles, we really strive and put a high importance of compliance and HIPAA compliance on the type of work that we do and the type of products and services that we implement. And, one of the big integrations with AI technology and large language models and a lot of these new technologies is a significant concern for where that data is going, particularly if it's patient information that requires HIPAA compliance. And so introducing, products and services that not only meet but exceed the cybersecurity standards for the HIPAA compliance in the healthcare industry, that's something that we're very passionate about. We are seeing a lot of healthcare organizations attempt to minimize or not set the higher standard that is required of HIPAA compliance for cybersecurity within their healthcare practice, and that's something that we're using this platform like the podcasts and using social media and using other different ways to not only ensure that our clients and our community knows the importance of the HIPAA compliance and how we work to address that, but also integrating the security as well. So security and compliance typically go hand in hand because there's so much compliance that is required of cybersecurity or cybersecurity back and forth. So we see that a lot, and it's important to not only be reminded that cybersecurity is a proactive approach. Cybersecurity and compliance is something that has to be done before there's a breach or before there's a problem that occurs. So, working with someone like us here at Sierra Miles to ensure that we're at least meeting the minimum bar for cybersecurity and compliance is really important.
Absolutely. And how do you think AI helps you achieve this easier, or is this something that can help keep track of this better? Elaborate a little bit about that.
I think for us here at Sierra Miles, sort of using the different tools that have AI incorporated helps us catch things that might have taken a little bit longer to see, or helps us identify trends that may not have been sort of identifiable without more work.
The human eye, yeah.
Exactly. And I think what's important with that is that there always will be a human aspect with AI and AI technologies. That old saying that we've heard, garbage in, garbage out. If you're using AI to request information that doesn't help your business, then it could be perceived as something that's not helpful. However, if you do ensure that you're obtaining the correct information and requesting the correct information of these AI technologies, it can be really powerful, and it can be really powerful for business.
Right, of course. And on that topic with AI, I know that AI is all the rage right now. It's kind of the hot topic at the moment. Can you tell me a little bit about your predictions for the future of healthcare IT and your role as co-founder of Sierra Miles and IT consultant, what that'll look like, in 2024 and beyond?
Sort of keeping apprised of the AI technologies and the technologies that are coming to market, both on the business and the consumer side, I think that we're going to see quite a bit of integrated AI technologies in both consumer products and business products. A lot of times the way products come to market is that it's sort of made popular by consumers. That's evident with, say, Apple products and the iPhone. The standard is set with consumers, and then a lot of that can bleed into business. So I think what we'll see a lot of in the coming months and in the next upcoming years, a lot more integration of AI technologies in the consumer space, where we're seeing AI being used for really just basic stuff like timing things out, helping organize your personal calendar, things like that. And with that expectation, I believe, is going to bleed into the business side of things. There's going to be an expectation of AI technologies and AI use within the business technologies because it's being seen a lot in consumer products. The other thing I believe that is going to be a significant push is going to be AI technologies that are integrated into physical hardware. So seeing AI chips or AI-powered phones or AI-powered devices that are using AI and large language models locally right on the device. And that can be really powerful in situations where devices don't have access to internet or don't have ways to communicate and get the information needed to process these types of requests. And so there's going to be a big increase of seeing devices that have the ability to run these models and run these large language models on small devices or individual devices, whether it be maybe a switch in a server closet, maybe it's an IoT device or a smart device that maybe monitors water. These things can be powered with an AI chip to not have to necessarily look at all of the data over a 30-day time period, and maybe we're just looking for anomalies. So things like that I think is going to be really interesting to see, and I think AI is going to be integrated into every aspect, just the same way as internet was integrated into daily life for everything. Bill pays, you're going to see AI. Right. You're going to see AI everywhere.
Absolutely. No, I totally agree. I think we've sort of just scratched the surface right now, so definitely more to come. For a little summary of what we've talked about, we're talking about tech innovations in healthcare, the importance of cybersecurity, the role AI will play in 2024 and beyond, and how it seems like the consumer interest will drive, how healthcare and technology will go on in the future. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Brandon?
No, I think that that's all for today. We'll keep it short and sweet. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today and listening to our podcast. If you'd like to learn more about Sierra Miles, please visit our website at